A lot of entrepreneurs are stuck in this moment where they are still putting in the effort and creating content, but they're not getting the views that they feel they deserve. Because what they feel is that they are being consistent, they are putting in the effort, yet they are still stuck at these low views. Meanwhile, other people are not doing even what they are doing, but they are getting a lot of views and engagement on their videos. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to win the new YouTube algorithm. And it's very, very simple. It's not complicated. You just need to pay close attention to this video because I'm going to show you all the secrets that the big YouTubers are using. So you need to stop posting as if you are in 2022. A lot has changed. The YouTube algorithm is evolving, and there are so many things that is happening that you don't even need to be using the old tactics again because it doesn't work. So what worked before was educational tips, static posts, keyword heavy captions. What is happening is that you need to become more discoverable because people don't just go into search for generic keywords again. They just scroll on their feed, then they discover your videos. So how they're going to discover your video depends on how you create the video or you create the content for the algorithm. So if you don't know what the algorithm wants, then it's not going to show your video or your content to the right audience. So how do you do that? You need to know that people don't search for how to whatever again. They just scroll and get shown what they need to watch. The YouTube algorithm or any social media platform at all, they want people to stay on their platform longer because the more people stay on their platform, the more they can save them with advertisements and all kinds of promotion. So with this their strategy, they want the base content to be shown to the right people so those people can stay as long as possible. And to win in this new YouTube algorithm, you need to make sure that your first impression is very, very good. And that comes with your thumbnails, your visuals, and anything you can get hold of people in the first 3 seconds of them watching your video, or maybe in the first line of your text post. That is the most important part of any content. How you can grab the attention of your potential audience or your potential customer. And this is very, very important because AI is flooding the internet space right now. So with AI, people are just putting out a lot of content out there, but it doesn't really have the connection that people want. You can also share your own perspective of what you think about a particular topic or a particular thing. Then that is going to create that connection with you. And that is the age that an entrepreneur has when it comes to creating content to favor the new YouTube algorithm. So that is very, very important. Now, one thing about algorithm, in fact, the term algorithm means a step-by-step instruction of carrying out a particular task. So now, this YouTube algorithm is a machine that the YouTube put in place to know what type of content are they supposed to show to a particular people. So what content is going to hold these people longer, what type of content is going to get them to buy. So that's the work of the algorithm. So the reason your post is not performing well is that the algorithm is testing your content. It's showing it to a small group of people, and if they engage and react with it well, then it's going to show it to a larger group of people. But if the first group of people that the algorithm showed their videos or your content to didn't react very well and didn't engage with that content, then the content is going to flop. That's why sometimes you see a random spike in your video and then it floods line. So that spike is when the algorithm is testing your video to those particular group of people. And when they see that there's no engagement, then you just flatline. So that is the problem with your content. Now, how to train this algorithm is not complicated. It's very, very simple. So every post is going to teach the platform who your audience is. And you should stop jumping around with so much topic. So today you post something about your business, tomorrow you post something else, the next day you post another thing. When you're doing like that, it's going to confuse the algorithm, and that is not good if you want to grow faster. So what you should do is that you should allow the algorithm to do its thing. So when you are consistent with your niche, your tone, and your target audience, then that is going to build a pattern for the algorithm to follow, because the algorithm is a machine and it follows pattern. So when they see a particular pattern and they recognize, oh, this is what this guy is always posting at this particular time, then they are going to get used to that and save your content to the right audience, because there are people that have similar interests or the same interest with what you are doing. Then your content is going to be shown to this kind of people, because that's the work of the algorithm. The algorithm is not to suppress your reach or try to make you work out a lot of time without getting a result. It's actually there to help you grow. So what the algorithm cares about is your retention. So when once people click on your video and get out immediately, then that sends a very bad signal to the algorithm, because it thinks that video is not a good fit for that audience, and it can also mean that that video is not good, it's a bad video. So those things is very, very important. You need to try as much as you can to retain your audience, and this has some layers about it, and you must follow this layer if you want to get the best retention from your audience. Now the first one is obviously the YouTube thumbnail. So your thumbnail is what attracts people, and that comes with your title or the first line of your text post. That is your attention grabber. After that is your first 5 seconds. So that is going to confirm what they came there to do. So when once you confirm that they didn't make a mistake by clicking on that video or by clicking on that post, then after that you're going to deliver the value that they came there to do. And that is what is going to keep them watching your video for a very long time. So every piece of content needs to be good enough to move them to the next step. Now, every entrepreneur should focus on this particular thing. There are three things. You have the clarity, the consistency, and the completion. So the clarity is, who exactly are you speaking to? You need to know your audience well enough for the algorithm to tailor your content to this type of people. Then your consistency is going to help you post at a particular time and to this particular people. Then your completion is, are people watching or reading your content to the end? And the rule is very simple. If you confuse the algorithm, you lose visibility. Now, the reality is that sometimes you can post and see nothing happen, because the algorithm has not come yet to test your videos to a particular group of people. So certainly one of your videos is 10 times better than you think. And you say, oh, finally, my video is getting engagement, my video is getting views. But after some time, the video drops again. So what is happening in that moment is that the algorithm is learning what is working for you. So when they come and test, then you observe and learn from the data that they're gathering from the experiment. So when they keep gathering all this data, then when they put it together, they will know exactly who is your audience and how to send your content to the right audience. So you don't have to panic about that, because that is where most people quit. So every creator faces this in one way or the other. So the algorithm is just processing the data that it has got, like I said earlier. Then it's going to keep publishing and analyzing and improving during this period. Then you need to treat every post like a training session. Your next post should also train the algorithm on, this is what my video is about, or this is what my channel or my page is about. And the way you train the algorithm is by being consistent in your topic and the audience that you're talking to. And you need to deliver a clear and repeatable value. So you can educate people, you can inspire people, and you can also entertain people. That is still part of your delivering. And also, the retention also comes in here, because when once people retain and watch your content for a very long time, that is going to send a very good signal to the algorithm, and they believe that the video or your content is very good. So you need to be improving every time when it comes to your storytelling and the structure of your content. Then when you do all this, then you're going to get to the escape velocity. That is when you stay consistent for 20 to 30 posts, then the algorithm will just pick up your video and you'll be like, so finally this thing is done. So what is happening now is that the platform has begun to trust your content. Then you're going to become more predictable instead of just being random and thinking, oh, is it going to perform well or is not going to perform well? So that is when growth feels effortless. Sometimes you're still going to fail, and that is normal. Your video can get 10 million views today, then your next video is getting 100,000 views. This is the time that you need to analyze what was working before, then try to improve on your next video or your next content. Just try to do what you need to do. So when you know, if I post in this particular time, it's always perform well. Or if I wear this kind of clothes, or if I do this in my video, those videos always perform well. They need to recognize those patterns and do exactly that. So the advantage you need to take as an entrepreneur is that when you're creating content, you're not just creating content, you're building trust and community. So creating content as an entrepreneur is not just about putting yourself out there and advertising your business. It's more about building trust and the community. So you can also sell, inspire, and teach people through the same video. When you create content with intention, it's not all about just let me just post a video. What is the intention about that video that you're putting out? So when you create content with intention, then your business growth becomes inevitable. Nothing can stop your business from growing because you know exactly what you want that particular content to do for you. So that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. And if this video was helpful to you, please like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.